You want to see a map? You ready?
We are the Crawfords. We have 6 kids and are hiking the Appalachian Trail, a 2,200-mile hike from Georgia to Maine. We don't know if we can finish it, but we are doing it together.
Good morning. We are waking up from day 2 at the Notch Hostel in the White Mountains. Yesterday was really hard. You want to see a map? You ready? Alright, I'm drinking this pomegranate juice that Eden gave to me for my birthday, because she was going to get me pomegranate, but they don't sell them now. So this is what she got me. It has been a rough couple days. I have no idea like what yesterday's vlog was like. It was just hard to film, like to get the camera out. We're hiking from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. without our packs on, and we only made it 16 miles. Which seems like it should be a lot, but it's just hard out here with the kids and with the baby and slow going, and honestly it's like a little bit discouraging. We had some people yesterday say, oh, this takes people 4 weeks, 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks to get from here to Katahdin, and we have less than 4. We have like 3.5 weeks at this point to make it. There was this like place we're supposed to stay in 2 days that someone offered to pay for us, and it's like perfect way to break up the whites, but it was all booked. So now we don't even have that anymore. And the whites are just like this really ubiquitous, elusive, like there's hardly any resupply. It's all above tree line. There's like nowhere to stay. It costs like 80 bucks a person if you want to stay in these huts, which is out of the question for our family. Cammie wanted to take like Nero and just do like 3 miles today, but I think we just gotta like keep on moving forward. And it's just hard when you're moving forward and you actually don't know what lies on the other side of the day or where you're staying next. I think we have to trust that like we got to keep on moving and things are going to sort themselves out. But I'm losing motivation. It's hard, like I'm ready for the trip to be done actually, but it's not done. One of the saving graces was this place that we stayed at the last 2 days. These people all around us just totally helped us up. These people, Jody and Caitlin, who are in that truck, made my birthday awesome. They were friends with the people that own this hostel called the Notch, which they just hooked us up. Like we were like trying to like pay them, and they are just like not having it. And so I don't know, if you are in the area of the whites and you're looking for a hostel, I would check this out, because I feel like at this point it kind of saved our ass, like just mentally and emotionally for what's like ahead of us. The other thing about this place is the owners, both of them have summited Mount Rainier. You know you can trust these people.
Oh, this has been quite the morning. Feeling pretty good right now, but this morning was a little rough. 7 is not feeling good. Not really sure. He said his back was hurting, and not really sure if there's something else going on. So it's difficult with our kind of trip. We have a deadline, so we kind of can't afford too much to take zeros. And if we took a zero every time one of us was sick, with 8 people, would probably take us like 8 months to get there. But he's still moving along. He's being a trooper, just still hiking. And good news is we were able to, there's another location that, did you say his name? Harm. There's another location that Harm was able to secure for us to stay at, another AMC center. That's 4 nights from now. So that's really cool because we thought, oh man, we're not gonna be able to stay at one of these places. That's too bad. But it's actually gonna turn out really well because we'll be on the trail for 4 days and then we'll have a break.
The bad news is this one's not called Crawford Notch.
Yeah. This was a rough morning for me because I was just kind of hearing from some people, I think I'm like super sensitive with this information, but like that, oh, 4 weeks isn't enough time for you to get to Katahdin, or if it is, it's going to be like incredibly difficult. And of course I know it's going to be hard. Every step of this journey has been hard. I just got really discouraged by that. If I know we're not going to finish it, it's just like super demotivating for me to keep going at this point. Because I feel like I don't have much that is keeping me going like I did before. It's just my tank is starting to run kind of low. And to be able to see, oh, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, we can do this, is like keeping me going. But to hear that, it kind of like deflated me a lot. And I might be PMSing too, which is never a helpful component. But this morning, I had a cool conversation with Jody and Caitlin, the people that have been helping us these last couple days. They were super encouraging. And I don't know, I feel a lot better now. I feel like it's still gonna be difficult, but being in the whites is really discombobulating. And you know, people have been telling us this for months, but you're really used to like doing 15 to 20 miles a day. And now all of a sudden you're only able to do 10 or 13. And I feel like, oh no, we're like getting super behind here. But having this conversation helped in that, like, no, that's just needs to be your expectation, that for this next week, or maybe 2 weeks really, because in the southern Maine is difficult too, you're gonna get lower mileage, and then eventually the terrain will chill out and you'll be able to get higher mileage again and make up for what you lost. So, you know, every step of this journey has been kind of impossible in a way. Like, I can't believe we're still doing this. So the last 350 miles is probably not going to be any different.
We've done 2.9 miles in 2.5 hours, and this morning I was feeling absolutely horrible. I was all stiff and I felt really weak, and something in my tailbone or spine was a little off, and I had like a fever. But then, like, over 2 hours, it's just like has completely gone away. I'm 100% now. And this has happened before. But the climb up here was nothing like yesterday. It was a lot easier. But since we had our packs today, it was probably as hard as yesterday with no packs. So, yeah. We have like 7 miles left before our campsite.
For lunch we're having peanut butter and jelly and carrots.
And I'm still eating leftover steak.
there is a lot of mountains. That right there is where we did our lunch. That mountain.
That's where we're heading, right there. We're gonna be out of the trees and in the exposed ridgeline for the next 3 miles now, which is a little precarious. It's where we're the most exposed to the weather and stuff, but on the plus side, this is probably one of the best times in the entire trail to work on my upper thigh tan. Way out there, that very faint line over there, that's Mount Washington. That's where we're gonna be in 4 or 5 days, hopefully, through this range, which is a little bit scary right now because the weather is not looking good, and this range is not the place you want to be in a thunderstorm, which is what's predicted for us over the weekend. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but people die up here, I guess, all the time. I'm kind of being a little dramatic. We got rain jackets. You don't need to worry about us. We just got to this amazing high point after walking all the way from there, all the way along there. And now that we're here, we can see this actually isn't the top. The real top's over there now.
Yeah, but this is the top of this top.
This is the top of this top? It's the, yeah, but it's the bottom of that one. Rainier is really pumped to be here right now. What are you working on there?
I call it a candy brick.
Since Seven decided to bring 3 pounds of candy up, there's that. When he carries the baby, I make him move the candy over to the baby carrier so I don't have to carry his 3 pounds of candy. And I noticed that when the kids have to carry it, they become a lot more generous when you get to the top of mountains.
Which is unfair because I have to carry his bandana and his snacks.
And they give stacks of candy to their mother like that. This guy in this crazy glider airplane over here, look at that. Okay, that is where we just came from. Seems like so far away. You can see this little like ant trail, people walking there. And now we're at the highest point here that we're probably gonna be at until tomorrow. I think this might be where we're saying goodbye to Caitlin. Oh, that hurt. It is time for us to say goodbye to Caitlin, who has been traveling with us for the last 2 days at least. And we've been helped out a whole ton because she's been slack packing us and making amazing birthday meals, and they drove a long ways to help us out. So you're gonna do the PCT or the AT, you're not sure?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
With this pack. I should lift up with 1 finger to show people. Oh, it's kind of heavy for 1 finger, but. What's your base weight gonna be?
I think probably 8 pounds.
Oh, must be nice, must be nice. But it is not our journey, because we smoke cigars and bring 44-pound babies.
Yeah, of course. Have fun, you guys.
It was really fun hiking with Caitlin and really sad to say goodbye. Staying at that hostel for 2 nights felt like pretty much the only way we could have gotten through these last 2 days. It's been really rough. Just the getting used to like the shorter miles, feeling like we did like 25 or something. But yeah, I think we'll get through it. But yeah, it was sad to say goodbye to them.
All right, we are ready to head down this mountain right now. Man, your eye looks so bad. Is your eye hurt? They're all gone? You ate them all? Alright, good job. You want to hand me the wrapper? Thank you. Look at this, so it's kind of cold up here. Oh, we made it. We made it, Rainier.
We're having macaroni and cheese for dinner.
That was a day. Oh my gosh. It's Friday, so it's the end of the week. So our end of the week stats are we did 100.5 miles total this week, which averaged up to 14.3 miles a day, which is currently above what we need per day to finish. But I think that's gonna be catching up to us very soon, is my guess.
Yeah, because we're only on day 3 and the whites just finished.
Man, this last couple days and week even, like so much has caught up to us. You guys probably already know this by now, but we're like, as of a couple weeks ago, like for you guys watching this, behind on publishing vlogs for the first time this entire trip. We just can't watch and upload them and edit them fast enough. When we got into the hostel yesterday, like it was like 11 p.m. I could hardly even like stay awake, and we had to be up at like 6 a.m. the next day, and I don't know, it's gonna be like really challenging from this point on. Friday and Saturday being a rest day for us is kind of a reminder that if we don't have a moment where we take a look at our life and say that it's good enough, it will never happen naturally, because I always feel behind. So with mileage, I always feel behind. With editing and publishing vlog episodes, like no one says I need to publish like 5 a week or any on the AT. No one says we need to do 13 miles a day or even finish this trail or through hike. You know, it's all like made up in my head. I don't have a boss. We're not getting paid for this. Like, it's not even real. But for some reason, there's this like pressure that just like pushes me to like do more miles, better work, like respond to comments better. And even if those are like good things, we want to constantly remember that it's not who we are. It doesn't make up how valuable we are. So we're going to be resting, which is not going to be super restful out here this time, but we're going to take a break from filming for the next 2 days. Cammy's ready for the night nights. All right. We'll see you guys on Monday. Shabbat Shalom.